friends, and welcome to Online Math with Mrs. D. Today we're going to talk about adding and subtracting 10 and 100 from any number, okay? So the problem we're going to work with today is we're going to start with 252, okay? So our first problem we have is 252 plus 10 equals. Now, we could always write it out like this. And on your seesaw activity, if you want to check any, this would be a great way to do it, is write it in a column, okay, and solve it that way. That's fine to do. But there's an easier way we can think about doing this when we're adding 10 or 100 or subtracting 10 or 100, is we can do it mentally, okay? So we're going to practice our mental math skills. So what we need to think about when we do this is that these digits each have a place, right? This is our hundreds place, our tens place, and our ones place. So when we add 10, what we're really saying is we're adding 1 to the tens place, okay? So we can think about it like we're just adding 1 right here to this place. Because in the ones column we have 0. We're not adding anything there. We're just adding this 1 to the tens place, okay? Here's our tens and ones. We're just adding 1 to the tens place. So instead of 252, now we would have 200, 5 plus 1 is 6, 262. Okay? Now if we check this over here, we can add our columns. 2 plus 0 is 2, 5 plus 1 is 6, and then bring down our 2. We get the same thing. All right? Same thing works with a minus 10. 252 minus 10, okay? So this really means we are taking away 1 from the tens place. Here's our tens place right here. So we want to take away 1 from the tens place. These other numbers are going to stay exactly the same. So it's still going to be 200. Instead of 50, we want to take 1 away from 5. 5 take away 1 is 4. 242. Now this last number stays the same, right? Because it's a 0 here. So 252 minus 10 is 242. The same thing works when we plus or minus 100, okay? Think about our hundreds, tens, one place. If we have 252 plus 100, we're going to find our hundreds place. And this is like saying we're going to add 1 to our hundreds place. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Instead of 252, it's going to be 352. All right? And we don't have to even really think about these numbers because, look, we're adding zeros there. If we do it in a column problem, 252 plus 100, oops, 2, 5, look, these columns don't change because we added 0. The only thing we changed is the hundreds column. 2 plus 1 is 3, okay? So when we add 100 or minus 100, the tens and ones stay exactly the same. All we have to do is think about plus or minus in this hundreds place. So same thing if we do 252 minus 100, we're really saying we're going to minus 1 from the hundreds place. 252 minus 100, instead of 200, 2 take away 1 is 1. It's going to be 200 or 152. 252 minus 100 equals 152. Okay, I hope that makes sense. It's a little tricky sometimes to think about mental math, but if you just think about the place value, the digits, the columns, that makes it pretty easy. So you have some of these to do. They're written like this horizontally on Seesaw. But again, if you want to check it or do it by using a column problem, that's okay too. We're just kind of practicing those mental math skills. So if you need to write it out in a column problem to check, that's fine. You can do that right on Seesaw, or you could just do that on a piece of paper, okay? Double check your answers. All right, I can't wait to see them. Bye, friends.